Welcome back to another episode of the You Betcha Radio Podcast, the coldest podcast in all the Midwest. I am Miles, the You Betcha guy, here with Ryan, the T-shirt guy. We are live. The boys are ready to rock and roll. And Jared, our boy, our guy, the glass man, he's a new homeowner.
Hey,
He's
Official?
a zero times confirmed
Really?
sex haver. He's a married man with a tree attendant.
Yeah. He stands at
5'10".
You got it.
5'10".
Hell yeah.
he loves eating Chinese food the day before half marathon.
Don't bring it up.
Why is that make?
You got mad at me last time.
That's fine.
It's
because
your
it was
delivery.
you though.
It's
Yeah,
your
it was,
delivery.
yeah.
Jared the Glass Man, ladies and gentlemen, has a proposed $1 million idea for us today.
So I think this will fulfill my retirement of this year with this idea.
Just this year.
Well,
Oh yeah, your New Year's
my New Year's
resolution.
resolution.
Oh, yeah.
Duh.
So everybody uses chapstick. Most everybody.
I don't use chapstick.
Okay.
Ryan uses chapstick for two people, so he covers you.
Jake also used chapstick.
I
Do
never
you
use-
use chapstick?
I use chapstick very regularly, but then I lose the chapstick within a couple days. So I hit it hard for like 3 days and I lose the chapstick.
Got it.
Hang on, let's back up for a second. I rarely ever use chapstick.
You've talked to me about you using chapstick
You
all
talk
the
about
time.
that you always need a chapstick in your truck.
Yeah.
I have it in my truck, but I rarely ever use it. So like in dire times, then I have
Damn
it.
it, Jared.
We for sure have audio of Ryan talking about chapstick.
We're gonna
Roll the tape.
on Patreon. Someone will pull the tape. We'll
Yeah.
move
You
on.
can pull it. I never said I use it
So
all the
not
time.
great so far. He says he doesn't use it all the time. I never use it, and Tyler says he uses it maybe how many days out of the year?
32.
1 month out of the year. He
Yeah.
uses it. Now, with that information, I will agree there is a portion of the population that uses chapstick.
My wife uses it all the time.
There we go.
My
got it.
wife uses it all the time.
Mhm.
My wife does too.
So does mine. So I think my idea is really premium chapstick ingredients. So we make like one of the best chapsticks in the world, but we make everything translucent, including the casing and the chapstick itself, like the
Okay.
wax, whatever. Reason being is so people lose it, and then they have to buy more of our chapstick.
Okay. All right.
That's going to be really, because I lose the regular shit that's not translucent. I'll own that one for 3 hours, not 3 days.
Mhm. But we're gonna make it's premium ingredients.
That would suck. I would never find it.
Yeah, that's my idea.
It's completely crystal clear.
It almost has like
Why do we need premium ingredients?
So people keep coming back like, God, that's like
oh yeah, it's got to be the best chapstick
Mhm.
they've ever had in their
Exactly.
life, and they just have to deal with the fact that it's in a clear tube.
Mhm.
How about this? We put trace amounts of nicotine in the chapstick.
Yeah,
I
So,
like
they,
that.
so they people start tweaking
Just
out
get
like
them
they do when they
addicted to
lose
it.
their jewel.
Mhm.
Because yeah, like if my lip is cracked in the corner, I mean that's instant nicotine straight into the bloodstream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
that actually is maybe a better idea than your original one. Is nicotine chapstick?
I used to have the sunflower seed idea with nicotine.
Yeah. Because that's like a classic replacement to nicotine is sunflower seeds. Why not
Yeah.
put a low dose in the seeds?
Yep.
Or just put a dose?
Yeah.
Full dose.
That could be it too.
Yeah,
We could branch out if the cells are down.
this is definitely better than your airmail idea.
Significantly.
I don't remember my other
It's going to
ones.
be hard to advertise. I mean,
That's true.
Yeah.
call a spade a
No, no,
spade.
no.
Tough to advertise a product you can't see.
Word of mouth is the best advertisement though.
Yeah, and they quite literally will be using it on their mouth.
And then when people start to get upset that it's translucent and they're losing it, it was like, we do this because we have nothing to hide.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
how good
we're
these
so
ingredients are.
transparent.
Or we could sell it even more premium chapstick that has like a stripe on it, like one singular stripe.
Yeah,
Oh, so
like
now
a-
we're going more premium.
Yeah,
even
double
more.
premium.
So like even better ingredients
Yeah.
than the one that we just talked about.
Mm-hmm. Put like, I don't know, spearmint in it. I don't know.
Oh.
Could be. I don't know.
Yeah,
And we could have a camo chapstick and we only sell it in rural areas.
Yep.
I mean, basically, your plan with this chapstick is just to do the Fire Fest and just be like, we promise there's chapstick in my hand right now.
It's the greatest
You
thing
can't
ever.
see it. It's the greatest thing ever. But I promise it's the best chapstick you've ever had. And you'd be going like this, and there would be chapstick in your hand, but you can't see it.
Yeah. I originally wanted to do like was it a chameleon? How it changes with its. I originally had that idea, but I thought that'd be too expensive to investigate that technology.
Smart.
The
Yeah, I
chameleon
wanted to
technology.
train chameleons to spit out chapstick whenever you need it. It's
Yeah.
tough.
We don't want to be
That is
running a
tough.
chameleon slaughterhouse either.
Mhm.
To
Yeah.
grab their skin from them.
Yeah. So I thought, all right, translucent's better, cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. It's maybe $1,000 idea.
That's pretty good. I'll take that.
It's better than airmail.
Way better than airmail.
was a $1 idea.
Airmail was an idea.
It was just yeah, you're right.
It would be a great product to give out for free though, to get people to like understand how good it actually is, because they're gonna lose it, and then they're gonna have to come back and
Mhm.
actually buy one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've seen that.
Marketing wise.
I've seen some people like they'll give out free water and just put ads on them. So we could maybe start
Yeah.
by doing that and then branch out a little more
So you're trying to put ads from other people's
on the
businesses,
chapstick. Yep.
even though it's translucent.
So what we
Right
need-
away we will. and then
Yeah,
we'll
that's
pull
just
away.
a start. We'll put it in the little package you get at Charity Scrambles.
Well, what we need to be focusing all our energy on is how to get more people with chapped lips.
Mm,
Whether
mhm.
that's more wind tunnels,
That-
having food advertisements that look absolutely delicious, so they have to lick their lips
Lick
on a
their
windy
chops.
day.
well, we could just use this company also with our sunflower seed company with nicotine, make them extra salty and nicotine-y.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
chap it up. Yeah.
Mhm. I don't hate that.
So, yeah, I like that kind of. Jared.
I think it's got legs.
Hey,
Yeah.
every idea you have has been getting better and better.
Mm-hmm. I think
Yeah.
I think you like this idea the most out of all of my ideas.
I would say I do like it the most. It was out of the tube thinking.
And you're being genuine about how much you like it, not just because he's a new homeowner now. So
I said it was $1,000.
okay, sure,
It's a lot of money.
sure.
So you're willing to invest $1,000 is what you're saying?
I would give Jared $1,000 if he could promise me that he came back with a completely translucent chapstick. Yes.
With the best chapstick
And the
ever
deal I would
made.
make is I will give you $1,000 if you can promise me that. If you can't follow through, you have to give me $10,000. And then we'll see if he can put his money where his chapped mouth is.
Yeah, I'd have to, yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to commit now.
We're in the idea stage.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's not chapstick. It's an experience. That's kind of what I'm thinking with the advertising.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's huge with magicians.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Hit that market.
Yep.
Well, thanks for sharing, Jared.
No problem.
Yeah, if there's anyone listening that'd like to invest or think it's a good idea, let us know.
Just hit my Venmo.
One thing I forgot to talk to you guys about last week after being on vacation in Cambodia.
In the bodes.
So I was on vacation. I was sitting in the pool by myself because my wife was back in the room with her napping kids. So I got a little couple hours of free time for myself.
Mm.
So I was in the pool, just chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, shooting some b-ball outside the school.
Mhm. Was that one of the schools Ryan built? Nice.
Yeah. So I'm just chilling in the pool, and a guy comes out to me. It was the most guy interaction I've ever had in my life. He walks up to me as I'm sitting in the pool. He doesn't say hello. He doesn't say hi. He just walks up to me and says, "You been playing any golf?" That was the intro. No, hey, what's going on? None of that. And I proceeded to talk to this guy. His name was Rob. I found out
Robbie.
later, like right at the end. It was classic. We were just talking about golf, talking about vacation. He's like, "Oh, my name's Rob, by the way." Like as he,
You just got you hopped into it right away.
and I find out that Rob is on his baby moon with his wife.
Nice.
And so I was like, "Oh, that's cool. What are you guys planning on doing while you're here?" And he goes, "Well, I'm gonna go play some golf with some buddies tomorrow." I was like, "Rob, how did you pull that off?" And he's like, "Wow, I'm gonna hang out with her tonight."
Logical.
And then I tried to sound really cool
Mm-hmm.
in front of my new friend Rob. He's like, because I like, oh fuck, I come to Cambodia like all the time. You know, it's
Yeah.
crazy here. Like
Beautiful
it's
star
been
here.
for generations. My family's been
citizenship, damn
coming
near.
here. Dual citizenship on the way. Yeah. The whole thing. And so he's like, you know, any good Mexican restaurants that we can get some food? Why is that so funny?
Because you're pretending like you know, like actually there's a really great place. It's John's down the street. They have great tacos.
Well, no. So then I was like, oh, fuck yeah, Mexican restaurant. You're gonna want to. And the thing that made me sound like I was super cool is I started using road names.
Yep. Yep.
Started using road names to tell them where it was at. So I was like, yeah, you're gonna want to go to Las Consuelas. You want to get out on Bob Hope, go 111 right over there. He's like, oh, okay. It was like, but if you want more like a modern Mexican restaurant feel, you're gonna want to go to Mole down on El Paseo Drive. He's gonna hop out on Monterey, just head south, fucking right there.
Wow,
And he looks me square in the eyes and goes, dude, I'm just gonna Uber there. So all of my cool sounding lingo of knowing where stuff was in this area just fell on deaf ears. And
Hey.
he was just like, stop telling me the road names.
Drop me a pin.
Yeah. I'm just gonna Yelp it and then get directions there from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you still
nice.
sounded cool for a second.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Mhm.
I bet you sounded cool right away, and then you kept going.
Yeah, and then he's like, okay, this guy's
Yeah.
a fucking tool.
Like if you'd have just told him what street it was on, that was probably
Mhm.
enough.
Or just the name of the restaurant
Yeah.
and why it was good, you know.
Probably doesn't golf.
But yeah, Rob is a great guy. The only thing I know about him is he's a 2 handicap golf wise.
Oh, yeah, Rob.
He,
It's about a 5 or 6 then.
he's kind of a semi-retired golf caddy back home in Philly. And that his wife is pregnant and all of that.
Did you say congrats on the sex? when you
I
did that?
didn't. I didn't.
Okay.
It was a little early for that.
Sure, yeah. You didn't know if that was like cool at the time or if it was, too early.
I think that's a great tester joke.
I
A
think it is, too.
lot of jokes about how my golf game's gone to shit ever since I had a kid.
Ah.
And so it was a classic keep your handicap low while you can, my guy. But yeah, I don't know how Rob was able to pull off golfing 2 or 3 times with his golf buddies on his baby moon, but whatever he's doing, he's crushing it.
Well, yeah,
leverage.
Why are his buddies on his baby?
Well, he
moon?
knew a guy that was in the area that
Mm.
he was meeting up with.
Yeah.
So anyways, great interaction, great time. I was fully relaxed, went back to the room talking to Ann. I was like, hey, Ann, I made a new friend. And she was like, did you actually make a new friend or did you just talk to someone? And I was very confused. I was like, what is the difference? Apparently to guys, because to guys, like guys view a conversation as that guy's my friend now.
Yeah,
I would
especially
agree.
if it's a
I would agree.
positive conversation.
Right? It's I was appalled that she was questioning whether or not Rob and I were friends just because we had a 10-minute conversation.
Well, I mean, like,
What do I got to do? Like get his whole life story, FaceTime his mom and say hello? I mean, for me, you're a friend of mine. If I see you, I'm going to have a conversation with
Mhm.
you. And if I would have saw Rob, will I see Rob again? Probably not. But if I do see Rob, I will stop and have a conversation with him. And to me, that's friend for life.
And you'd be
Yeah,
happy about
yeah.
it.
I was gonna say if you had crossed paths with him, like say the next day or even later that day, you'd have cracked a joke at him or something or whatever.
Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't the end. It
Rob.
wasn't the end of you guys.
Robbie, Robert,
Roberto.
did
Bobby.
did you shoot low this morning?
How low did you go?
Yeah,
Chest
then we
bump.
would have dapped up and then my wife would have been just standing there completely jealous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that you had a new friend. She
I
didn't.
think that's really why she was busting your balls. She didn't make any friends.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is it harder for women to just naturally make friends on the spur of a moment like that? Is that the difference between guys and girls?
think
Is
so.
guys can just, we're friends.
Definitely in
Where
my
it takes a
relationship.
little bit more time for girls to warm up to each other.
Definitely in my relationship, that is the norm. it's way easier for me to make friends with someone than my wife. Like she needs to hang out with them multiple times to consider them her friend.
Yeah. Why is that?
Dude, I don't know.
Trust thing, I think.
We have a brotherhood.
Is it because women are smarter than men typically?
Potentially.
Right? Like I just assume Rob's a great guy.
Yeah, you don't even.
I don't know if he's in a drug cartel.
You're
He's
right.
got a body in his truck.
But to me, he's a great guy. And if my wedding was coming up, I would have been like, if you want to swing through, come on through.
Yeah, maybe get a quick round in. or
And
something.
women are just smarter than us. So they like have their guard up, be like, well, this person could be a serial killer.
Right.
That's a very fair point. Like you don't know if Rob told you the truth one time.
No, I don't. But he talked about golf to start, and people who golf are trustworthy.
Yeah.
You know, that's what my grandpa would say. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, he's a golfer. Yeah, you can trust him with your life.
And if he was trying to like recruit you into like a pyramid scheme or something, he would have had to give you the pitch like at the end of the conversation. He would have finally had to reveal like,
Yeah,
hey,
right.
Mhm.
you
If he
want to
was
join
gonna-
Amway?
If
you
he
know?
was gonna ski me, he would have done it in that conversation.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Right?
But he didn't.
By the way, I'm a Scientologist.
Yeah, okay. Yes. Exactly.
Well, no, then I would have been like, no shit.
You'd have been intrigued.
Okay, I was like, well, but it's like everyone, you need to have a plethora of guys, and it's like that's a hole in my guy game. Like, hey, I got a guy for this, I got a guy for that. I don't have a Scientology guy, so that would have been nice to acquire a Scientology guy that I could reference.
Yeah, we would have had someone that we could text whenever we talk about Scientology on the podcast.
correct. Yeah.
How's Tom Cruise doing?
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag Stumped
Well,
Rob.
he called them TC.
That's true.
Yeah.
Scientology trivia.
Fucking T.
Yeah.
He called him T boy.
But yeah, I think that women are just smarter, and so they have their guard up a little bit more, and need a little more time to ensure that someone has got some good
Yeah.
character. I don't
Why-
know.
They're just way
And I-
more. They're more careful than us.
Mhm.
And I think
You know?
if
Yeah, it's like we'll just run and jump and do something and think about the consequences as you're doing it,
Mhm.
where they're gonna be like, yeah, that doesn't seem like a good idea. It's like the classic meme that there's a reason why women live longer than men. And then
Yeah.
it's a video of
Yeah.
a guy. I watched a video of a guy. It's a perfect example of this. He found like he had a drill with like a little like wheel on the end, and he was laying down on like the mechanic's roller thing you'd slide underneath.
Mhm.
I don't know what
Oh,
those are
yeah.
call.
To like change your
Yeah, I
oil
don't
or
know.
something.
Yeah, you slide underneath the car. He was laying belly first, holding the drill, and he was holding it full go, and it was spinning him around in a circle. And he was just going fast and fast and fast, faster and faster. And that's why women live longer than men. They're more careful.
Yeah, I also feel like if women are gonna meet somebody new, they usually meet them through a friend that they know really well.
Yeah, they're
Because-
more referrals.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we're kind of just flying by the seat of our pants. Like if we just run into somebody who we have no mutual friends in, fuck, let's spark a conversation. Oh, you like golf?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, because if Ann would have been cool with it, you totally would have gone golfing with Rob that day.
I probably would.
You probably would have. Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably would have. Was his tea time full, or did he just throw it a soft
He
invite?
was an invite to another
Gotcha.
thing, so I
That's
don't think
tough.
I was gonna get the invite. I would
Yep.
have been the invite from the invite.
If you would have seen him the next day, though,
Yeah, well, I maybe would have been like, "Hey, you want to maybe just pop over to the course right here for 9 later?"
yeah,
But it was already like it's 5 o'clock at night. So,
Mm.
Twilight round, cheaper.
yeah, I think. Well, and it's probably goes back to our ancestral roots of being hunter gatherers.
Mhm.
In that, like, you see another tribe out there, you're going to need to go talk to them, check them out, and you're going to need to make friends with them or they may try and kill you. Whereas, the back in the cave, the women were, more protective of the family in there. And so I think that's part of it.
Yeah, instinctual.
We were natural salesmen back in the day.
Mhm. Cave to cave,
Mm-hmm.
cave to cave salesman.
Yeah, another new friend of yours. You just had to part ways from, like your old golfing buddy
I
a couple
know,
years ago.
I
Didn't
just-
want to bring it up, but
I just can't make any lasting. Well, no, we're still friends. Actually, that guy texted me the other day.
nice.
So
Just
Still doesn't live here anymore,
but
He texted, make any new friends?
yeah.
He's like, hey, I just random question. You ever meet this guy named Rob in Cambodia? He's awesome.
What if that was like actually a triangle? Like we all knew each other? That'd be wild.
That would be fucking
Holy
crazy.
shit.
Yeah.
Going on a golfing trip.
So
Did you try?
that's what just it's one thing I love about guys is our ability to be able to make friends over some of the dumbest, seemingly innocent stuff.
Yeah.
That day we just happened to both be in a pool. And I don't know if I had the look on my face that I like to golf or maybe a certain tan line where my forehead or what, but he just knew.
Yeah. Did you have the white hand from your glove?
No, I don't. I take my glove off in between shots.
Mm.
I can't stand a sweaty glove.
Had a tea in your ear.
Yeah. I was reading Golf Digest, but
I had a
Feel like-
scorecard in my hand in the hot tub.
I was still wearing my polo.
This was at a golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I say pool, I meant I was fishing my ball out of the pond.
Shit face.
So you doing any golfing?
No,
Yeah.
just mostly fishing for my balls.
Is there anything that with you guys obviously being like
Oh, before I move on, just the one quirky thing about Rob is he like came up from underwater at some point, but by the time I talked to him, his hair was still like matted down, like like you got like he had short hair, but you come up from water and you kind of like get it out of your face.
Yeah.
He did not. I think he just came straight up like an alligator. And so his hair was just straight down on his forehead. But then there was like the tiniest little part right in the front. And so for like the first 2 minutes, I was just staring at his hair, just wondering, like, did I just like, sometimes you see people like that, you just want to like brush their hair back for them.
That would have been
Also,
a
he
move.
just had water still dripping down his face halfway to the conversation. Didn't even wipe his eyes or anything.
His eyes are just red from chlorine.
Comes out of the Wild Play Mermaids.
Oh yeah, he just had the little tiny goggles on like, through the whole conversation.
He's got fucking flippers and goggles on. And his hair, the little fucking matted mini hair part.
He's got a skull cap on still.
I didn't have the heart to tell Ann about the hair because then she'd be like, wow, that's strange. But I couldn't get past it for the first 2 minutes. Luckily I did though. Kudos to me because now we're friends. And now if I saw him again, I'll give him shit about his hair because we're good buddies.
Oh, so you fixed your hair.
Yeah.
Did you send him or did you give him like exchange email addresses or anything? for
No,
him?
God, fuck no.
Sure.
We're not women.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Maybe you wanted to keep in touch. Maybe you're headed out to Philly here soon.
If we're meant to stay in touch, we'll run into each other again.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ask him did you ask him anything about Philly? Like, hey, like if I ever get to Philly, like where's the best place to get cheesesteak at?
No, I respected him
Okay.
enough to not make fun of his homeland like that.
Well, I think it's more of an honor to have the best cheesesteaks.
Gotta go to
Yeah,
You
Pat's.
gave him Mexican recommendations. You gave
That's
him
true.
Cambodian
It would-
Mexican recommendations.
It would have been nice if he would have reciprocated, telling me where I can get a good cheesesteak in Philly.
Go to Pat's.
And
Like,
you
yeah, you
started
ever had-
listing
you ever
off
had a
street
Runza?
names, and you'd been like, "Dude, I'm gonna Uber."
I'm
there."
gonna Uber.
Ben
So-
Franklin Drive.
It was nice to make Ann jealous that I made a friend. She
Yeah.
didn't.
Poor Ann.
Yeah. Yeah, poor Ann. She was on vacation and she's
Yeah.
soaking up the sun.
Yeah, she's probably like, fuck it. You're gonna stay and watch. You're gonna sit back and watch the kid tonight. I'm gonna go out and meet friends.
Yeah, she did the same thing, same pool and everything. No friends.
No friends.
So
It's like fishing.
yeah. Except for I found the honey hole and caught a Rob.
His name was Rob.
I still to this day don't know if it's 1B or 2Bs, but I think that's like a second conversation type of topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all depends on if he's a Robert or not,
Mm-hmm.
or if his parents went real weird and just named him Rob straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Does he go by Bobby?
Again, second
Second
conversation type stuff, Ryan.
It's too
I
bad.
did-
I do
just-
have a mental list of stuff that
Okay,
I need to
okay.
ask Rob when I run into him again.
Okay,
So
that's
I
what I
will put that on the list.
Good.
So you going with like Bobby or 2Bs, 1B?
They call you Bobby when you were young, or you just transitioned to Rob after you were 21, or
I'll call you two
You get into
B's.
some shit when you were younger and you had to switch your name from Bobby to Rob, anything like that. You work for Amway?
Guys, it is Masters Week,
Mm.
and You Bet Your Radio is throwing a lineup down on the Masters with Prize Picks. Use code YBR and get $50 instantly when you use your first $5 lineup, Brian. That's $50 free.
Yeah, it's free money, and I don't think there's a bigger weekend in sports outside of the Super Bowl than Masters Week in golf.
You want to know the best part about the $5 bet to win $50?
Please enlighten me.
You can lose the bet and still get $50.
Holy smokes!
So obviously your boys are putting a lineup in. My pick, I think, is a shoe-in. I really like the lines of holes played because it's basically who's going to make the cut or not. So Cam Young to make the cut, easy peasy.
You picked the very first one under the holes played tab.
Yeah. And
You looked at the very first where you're like, this is
no, I scrolled all the way through it. Tom Hoagie's the last one.
Really?
Go. See who the last one is.
Tom Hoagie's not the last one, but
What?
speaking of Tom Hoagie, that's going to be my pick for this week. I'm going to go Tom Hoagie more than 36.5 holes played.
He's making the cut, folks.
He's a Fargo native also. Hometown boy.
Little local blood. Miles and Jared are in Nashville, but they sent us their picks. Jared self-admittedly knows absolutely nothing about golf. So that means his pick will probably be the one right one.
Probably.
He's got round one, Bryson DeChambeau, more than 71.5 strokes.
Okay. And I don't mind that. Granted, it's a 50-50 chance of hitting that bet.
It's
I don't
true.
mind it though.
I am a betting man. I think Jared's dead wrong, but watch him be the only one right. Miles, on the other hand, has another really good golfer playing bad. John Rahm, less than 4 birdies.
Okay. Yeah.
4 birdies is a lot to get in Augusta. So
Yeah, Augusta National conditions aren't the greatest. I don't know what they're going to be like on Thursday, but who knows? As the two, golf connoisseurs in this office, this lineup it's fadeable. I'll just say that right now.
you could fade it. You very well could fade
It's
it.
very fadeable.
Or you could ride with us. You could trust our guts.
You could die with us too.
And you should also use promo code YBR for $50 after your first $5 bet. Go do it.
All right, Jared, we got some patron questions for the listeners.
We do.
Now, I want to remind everyone that we have a Patreon at patreon.com/YouBetchaRadio. We post an extra episode every week over there on Patreon. You can have access to the PCAs. You have the access to the wives episode. You have access to Ann that was on here.
Road trippers.
Road Trippers.
One
And
two.
just this last week, you will have full behind the scenes access to Ryan and I's summer series of basketball.
The summer series.
It's going to be electric.
So, patron question prompted who would win in the basketball game, me or Ryan or something like that. And so the bet is on. We're going to play a best of 3 series. We're going to play 3 basketball games, 1-on-1 to 11. Call your own fouls.
2s and 1s.
2s and 1s to 11.
Jared's reffing.
No, I'm not.
Call your own fouls. Each guy will get to pick a site that we get to do it at. And the third one will be decided by you guys or the Patreon.
Yeah,
You guys.
Jared.
Not the Patriots.
No.
We'll be back in Cambodia, I'm sure.
If we need a third game, Jared and I will pick it.
Yeah, we won't need it. But
If needed.
Yeah, I don't think we will.
But I gotta let my game do the talking. And we're gonna play 1 game in June, 1 game in July, and if needed, 1 game in August. So it's the summer series. Allows enough time for the boys to recoup in between each game
Mhm. Ice.
because we want us to be at our peak
Yeah,
performance.
I want your best every game.
And so that was decided last Patreon episodes. If you'd like to listen to that conversation, you can go check that out last week. But probably the games will get posted over there on,
Oh, yeah.
on Patreon.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
we're
gonna
a lot
mic
of
the-
reasons.
Well, we're gonna mic the net up too.
And we're gonna put
I'm
a
going to-
shotgun mic on the rim.
I'm gonna pick
So you're gonna get a lot of when
Yeah.
I'm shooting and a lot of ping, when Ryan's shooting.
Well, I'm gonna pick my site is gonna be with a chain net. So
Ching.
yeah, it's gonna be good.
It's hard to do a chain net sound. Anyways,
Sounds good, guys.
Guys, a lot of stuff going over on Patreon, so go check that out. Without any further ado, Jared, you got some patrons questions for us?
Fuckbucker 9000. I feel like I've built up a lot of leverage with the old battle axe. What are some fun ways I could redeem those leverage points?
Not giving us a lot to go off of.
What are you doing to get
we knew
points?
some interests that you were interested in.
I mean, you just cash them in for sexual favors as fast as possible.
So that's
Okay,
what Tyler's
Get out
doing.
ahead of it.
You
I was
can't
just
be
gonna-
doing that though. You got to hold up all your leverage till after your vasectomy, Tyler.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Jeez, I was just
the
gonna say
kind I'm
go
thinking
fishing.
you can't get pregnant.
When I think about building up leverage, it's usually for some major events. Golf guys trip,
Mhm.
Yep.
extra hunting trip, maybe.
Yep.
Maybe even just like a day by yourself.
Yeah. Just
Those they're underrated,
They're
oh yeah.
especially at our stage of life.
Yeah, it's like I'm to the point where if I can get one day where I can be by myself to do whatever I want, I'm fully on board with it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like,
Whereas, like, when you're younger, you're like, like maybe I should call my buddies, go to the bar, or whatever. And now I'm just kind of like, might be kind of nice just to just chill out.
yeah. I've had I got a honey-do list stacking up, putting pictures and shit on the wall. And I keep telling my wife, I say, just give me one day. Just give me one day by myself.
I'll kill
the
this
entire list will be done. And like that's kind of relaxing to me because I'm not really. I ain't got.
So
anywhere
the
to be.
problem that I have with that is when I do that, I don't get all the stuff done in one day. And so it's kind of a boy who cried wolf situation if I use that. So make sure you get your list done in the day of that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
or time each to do on that list, and just the fucking stairway pictures took me 2 hours. Thought they'd take me a half hour.
Yeah, you got to have receipts.
Yeah.
There was an unexpected stud I had to deal with, which took an extra 45 minutes.
Yeah. Well, fuck yeah.
I couldn't find
the.
I couldn't find the screws.
I didn't have a fucking metal drill bit.
Yeah.
Disaster.
Yeah. Come to find out, we
Um,
have metal studs in our house and not wood, so I had to go find a fucking. Anyway.
Yeah,
I think
know that.
another thing you should build up leverage for in a marriage is big purchases as well.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
a
say buying
really
a
good
toy.
Yep. Side by side, maybe
Boat.
a dirt bike if you're into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harley.
Night vision scope.
Yep.
Zero turn mower.
Yeah.
Maybe just a shed in the backyard.
Mhm.
Just build up leverage for all that. You want her when you purchase this thing to go, you know what? He's probably earned this. That's what
Yeah.
your goal is with the leverage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
New over under or something.
NFL Sunday ticket.
Sunday
Mhm.
ticket.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that crazy a purchase
Yeah.
either.
Mhm.
You get upgrade to Amazon Prime from regular Amazon.
Yeah.
It's a
Well, that's
fucking-
more for her than you.
That's true.
The amount of boxes coming through the household.
Yeah.
Miller time. I need your marketing expertise. I'm a realtor and always hand out tchotchkes in the beer tent of my hometown festival. In years past, I've done koozies and golf balls, but need a better idea.
Beer.
What you got?
It's a beer festival, right?
Yeah.
My hometown festival.
Beer. Done.
Like his own personalized cans, you're saying?
No.
Just regular beers.
Yeah.
I think a beer with a koozie, you can throw a koozie on it with your.
And
with
this
your
is what you
info.
do. You go, the festival told me that if you're going to drink this beer, you have to do it in our tent. You can't be walking around with it.
That's good.
So then you make it look, one, your tent's going to be the busiest.
Yeah.
Mm.
Two, they're going to have to stick around and have conversations with you. You can get in your sly marketing terms that you already use, like charming, and it has a lot of
Curb
character,
appeal.
Quaint.
curb appeal.
Cool.
You can say stuff
Dope
like
as fuck.
Welcoming.
you can say stuff like escrow to really show them that you know what you're talking about,
Mhm.
and that's how you win them over. Just keep them in the tent.
Yeah, you talk about how it's definitely a buyer's market right now.
Yep, say stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't even know if it is, but say it.
What is a chotsky.
Tchotchke.
Yeah.
I think it's like a knickknack.
Mm-hmm.
Trinket.
Swag.
Okay.
Trinket. Swag. Stuff we all
Mhm.
get.
Mm-hmm.
And the other beautiful thing about handing out free beer is the Michael Scott gum rule. Everyone likes the guy who gives you a piece of gum.
Yeah.
Everyone likes the guy that gives you free beer. And so
Everyone likes the guy who's
a
got
couple cases of
chapstick
beer
on.
costs what? $40?
Yeah.
Boom, there you go. $40 of marketing.
Mhm.
Better than all the USB drives that you hand out with your company logo on it.
Thumbers.
Bring back thumb drives.
Or those.
And like, who doesn't want to talk real estate over a beer? You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to if you're going
You
to talk about
gotta.
this real estate market. Am I right?
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
You only get one free beer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like if they want a second beer, they have to plug in their like email and shit in there. Not bad
Yeah,
idea.
you have to
No,
agree
not
to
a
be
bad
part of
idea
my
at all.
list.
Not a bad idea. At
Every
all.
referral you give me, I'll give you a free beer.
Mm-hmm. Not bad.
Not bad. What's that? Like a less than a buck a lead?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, and I mean, if you help them buy a house, you know, I always get my clients a case of beer when they close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's 30 more coming after this.
But then wink at them.
There's 30 more where that came from.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Chief Queef, how do you tell your friend he has no style? When we go out, it's just sweatpants and a hockey jersey pretty much every time.
What do you mean no style?
I mean that's a type of style.
It's a style.
It's style.
It's not Queef's style, but
If you're in college, that's perfectly acceptable.
I mean the
He
guy
is-
wearing sweatpants and a hockey jersey is probably listening to Chief Keef.
Mm-hmm. Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he say he was in college?
I don't know, but
He's
I'm
not
just
in college,
saying.
I don't think.
So that's the concerning part. You know, I feel like that is a very college-esque outfit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And once you start, you know, getting a real job and maybe all your friends start getting married, if you're still wearing sweatpants and a hockey jersey, that can be concern of some people. I'm not saying it's bad, but I can see where he's coming from.
I respect it. He's so unconcerned about what people think of him. He's just being himself.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you need to look at yourself in the mirror.
Mm.
Why are you so concerned with your buddy's hockey jersey?
Maybe he's trying to close with women and his buddy's not being a great wingman. He's just kind of looks like he woke up off the couch.
That's true.
No, that makes
Yeah,
your buddy look even better then.
Well, there's two ways it can be taken. You know, it's the you know, effect where if you're around a lot of good-looking people, you look better looking. But it also could be like the same effect where like he looks so not put together that you look put together, or it's like I'm
Mhm.
associating myself with the sweatpants hockey jersey guy.
Yeah.
Could be disastrous as well.
I mean, you could just pretend like he's a Make-A-Wish and you're just
Yeah.
taking him out
Mm-hmm.
on his last hurrah. A Make-A-Wish adult in his hockey jersey.
I was gonna say, I think you got to be with the guy the jersey he's wearing though too.
Yeah, like some sort of
Yeah.
celebrity status is usually that's how Make a Wish usually wear, unless Chief Queef is the rapper.
Does he have
be.
clout?
Yeah, you're just clout involved with Make a Wish.
His-
Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
we don't
but-
know if Chief Queef has make clout or not.
All right, if he wants some real advice, what he should do is what you got to do is go like, hey dude, we're going out tonight. It's like a whole theme thing. We're all wearing like jeans and a button down. So here you go, dude. Like I'll be wearing it too. It's like gonna be a whole funny thing, like whatever. And then he shows up and no one else is wearing that, and he just looks good.
Yeah, bars have an office hose and CEO night. You know, it's like Tyler, you know what that is.
I
it's
don't know.
It's a theme for like parties.
Yeah, get
Where
him.
you,
I
dress
mean,
in like.
Is it
suit.
really? I'm
You didn't-
totally in the dark about
never
this.
heard that
I've
either.
brought it up once before.
No, office hose and CEOs is like a theme you would
It's like
have
a-
at a college party.
Yeah.
Oh,
The guys dress in like suits and shit.
And then, yeah, and the chicks wear like white button ups and a tie.
pantsuits.
Yeah,
yeah.
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 If there's people dressed like
I had never heard of that before. You
I
didn't either,
haven't
Jared?
either.
Really? Thank God you're here, Tyler.
yeah,
That one would have flopped.
I've been to one.
What'd you wear?
I just put a
Hockey jersey.
tie tie on, a collared shirt, and went.
Tommy Hilfiger polo with a tie.
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't have any nice clothes. I wasn't in the news yet.
Gotcha. I also don't think it's a bad thing that his buddy's dressing like that, because if you do start talking to the women, it's kind of a good talking point to like what your buddy's wearing.
Yeah,
You can kind of poke fun and like you guys can make fun of him
Look at
together
this
for his
fucking
outfit.
guy.
Yeah.
I got hey, I'm Miles, whatever. I'm here with my buddy Connor McDavid over here.
Well, you don't know.
Then you can see if she knows puck too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're into puck.
Great icebreaker.
And if she's not into puck, she might just believe that your buddy's a pro hockey player.
Correct.
That's wearing sweatpants and his own jersey to the bar.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Connor McDavid could wear that to the bar.
he could.
Actually, the one person who can wear that to the bar is Connor McDavid.
Mhm.
Correct.
So that's a very good point, Ryan.
Thigh ticklers. What pisses you off about your neighborhood? Mine is people driving fast down my street.
This guy's old.
I get it though.
I do
that
too.
pissed me off in my old neighborhood.
Dude,
Bad.
the Domino's guy used to fucking speed down my road going 60. It's
What
like,
I've
you don't work for
found-
Jimmy John's.
What I've found is that you only start caring about that once you have a child.
Yeah.
Because I agree that there is sometimes like, geez, that guy's going fast.
Mhm.
And my kid can't even walk yet,
Mhm.
So I get it. Mine is that we don't have any trees.
Because newer.
Just newer.
Yeah.
And the neighborhood was a field,
Yeah.
It's like there wasn't trees here before even that they even took down.
Mhm.
And the other one is it just got a lot of construction going on.
Mm.
So to get out of the neighborhood, there's a lot of weaving back and forth in between trailers and guys with roller dogs walking across the street.
Yeah, honestly, I don't remember last time I was at your house where there wasn't like an air nailer or something going, putting shingles up on somebody's house.
Yeah.
It's getting close though. We're getting close.
Good.
No, it's like every summer when we try to shoot videos in your yard, there's a different house being put up near you. So we got to like wait till their lunch break
Mhm.
to start shooting our stuff.
Disaster.
Disaster.
I mean, also like the quality of Halloween candy's got to kind of piss you off in your
It does.
neighborhood.
It
Yeah,
does. It's just like
Your
why-
neighborhood is the best.
If I didn't known I'd been moving into a tidy Halloween neighborhood, a Halloween hood,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd have pulled the trigger on that spot.
Fucking full cans of Pringles. Let's
Full cans
go.
of Pringles is dumb.
It's elite. It's elite.
No,
as the
not for-
consumer.
Not for Miles though. It makes him look bad. You got to
Makes
do
him
like
look bad.
Happy Meals or something. Keep him in like some sort of warmer.
Miles is the ugly friend standing next to his like good
Yeah.
friend.
In this situation, I'm wearing a hockey jersey and a sweatpants to the bar.
Correct.
What is Halloween? You
Hey,
wear a hockey
next
jersey.
next year, get a hot dog roller.
Could do a hot dog roller, or also like just go get the like 40-piece McNugget and just get like
Yeah.
8 of those. Gotta be decently cheap, as much as getting fucking Pringle cans.
Yeah.
And just start handing out McNuggets. That actually is a great idea.
Well, like you could have Anne could be peering out the window, and then she's like, "All right, got a group coming." You hit the air fryer, start nuking them up a little bit, and then you hand them out from there.
Not the air fryer though. Miles doesn't like the air fryer.
Yeah, Miles hates
I
air
would not.
fryers.
Well, he's
Yeah,
got a
I would just
convection
have it
oven.
over a heat lamp because they're already fried.
Gotta buy a heat lamp
That's
now.
true.
Yeah, I would need a heat lamp, but I have been looking for a reason to buy a heat lamp.
Mm-hmm.
Not one that's kind of got that orange hue to it too.
Oh yeah.
You could buy you could get one of those what are them pizza deals called?
The pizzazz.
You do a
Pizzazz.
pizzazz.
Oh,
You do
yeah.
yeah.
I think it's gonna cook them too much.
It
though.
would. You'd have to just put it on upper instead of dual.
You could just get a sunflower heater for ice fishing.
Yeah.
Give them a little propane flavor.
No.
Mhm.
I mean,
Little buddy heater.
Yeah.
Just set it right on the grates.
Yeah. Yeah, tip it on its back.
Yep.
Well, they make little fucking
Nugget bar would be great.
Yeah.
Come on in, kids. Get your condiments.
yeah, they could come build their own Happy Meal.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're looking to get rid of any of your kids' toys, you just got like too many, just
Which he does.
just
Mhm.
put them at the end, be like, hey, this is the toy for the Happy Meal. Take your pick.
But now anyways, just fucking playing their game now.
Then they win.
And they win.
I mean, I've only lived in my neighborhood for a little over a month. And I don't live next to anyone,
Right.
not to brag.
So
So
there's gotta be some you're annoyed about.
I'm annoyed about having to drive 3 miles of gravel every day. Never have a clean pickup.
She did move there.
I mean, one thing.
I mean, I knew that was going to be the case. Where the location.
Yeah, what you got to
outweighs.
do, Ryan?
Location.
What you got to do is get a vinyl on your truck, like the basketball clean your shoes thing. And then once you get to the end of the gravel road, you just rip that clear coat off and you got a clean truck again.
So yeah, my wife has one of those like clear like bug shield deals like on her hood, like on the hood and then like all the way up to the end of the front tires. So yeah, you could rip that baby off. It'd be squeaky clean. So they do make those.
I'm not sure I know exactly what you mean. I know the one that like goes over the hood.
Like the bra, or you're talking like no, this is like a clear like vinyl thing that like sits on your like pretty much on the front of your vehicle.
It just makes it harder for bugs to like stick and like cake on.
Yeah.
Oh, I never even heard of that.
Oh, sure.
I've heard of the bra.
Yeah. They got to bring people aren't
We
utilizing
gotta
bras enough on their vehicles.
We gotta bring back car bras.
Yeah. And
I think my grandma used to have a bra on her like Pontiac Grand Dam or something back in like early 2000s. That thing was sick.
Yeah, or you could spray WD-40 all over your truck,
Mhm.
and no dirt will attach.
Yeah.
also never rust either.
Yeah.
That's true.
I also don't really live in a neighborhood, but one thing that's been kind of just slightly pissing me off is when I leave for work, I get stuck behind the school bus and I have to stop 7 times while they pick up kids.
You can't pass them.
No.
No, like in between
Once
stops.
they're rolling.
Yeah, because it's like 400 yards between stops. So it's like I'd have to fucking punch it from dead stop the second the kid gets on the bus to pass him.
So, I mean, how much earlier you gotta leave?
I don't know. It feels like, because I don't leave at the same time every day. And it feels like they're waiting for me to start my car.
Well, no, all they have to
He's
do,
got the car started.
yeah, all they gotta do is look at the exhaust billowing out the window in your garage.
And then they
to know
know.
that you're about to leave.
He made it through the exhaust again. He's going to be pulling out in about 2.
Yeah, I don't know how it happens. Like I've left earlier, I've left later, and I always get stuck behind this damn bus. And it's the same like 2-mile stretch that I'm behind it by. Then it goes left and I go right and we're gone.
Like Fast and Furious.
You could consider taking the ditch once
could.
once
Yeah.
things dry up a little
Yep.
bit. You could take the ditch.
Take the ditch on the kid's side of the bus.
Again, in between stops. You know where the stops are at by now. You've been stuck behind it
do.
every day.
It's just not enough time for me to get past the bus before they're slowing down again for stop number 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always
Or
sticky.
just enjoy it,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, like I said, it's a nitpick because I really don't have a neighborhood with like neighborhood issues.
That would, first couple times, whatever. But yeah, like the
It's-
15th time, dude, you'd be like,
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Bus 29 again?
Yeah, you gotta get his number. Say, hey, give me a
It's
heads
29.
up. No, you got to get the bus driver's phone number. Say, hey, what in between stops while you're driving, shoot me a quick text. Let me know how close you are to my
While he's
place.
driving.
Just kidding, don't do that.
Gavin Doggins. If you had to eliminate one of the following inventions, which would it be and why? Internet, airplanes, or bread?
Well, if we eliminate the internet, we don't have a job.
Correct.
So I think we all have to be out on that.
I think if we didn't work and do what we do, I would say internet. But since we do, I'm gonna say airplanes.
Correct. Yeah. If
Yeah,
I was working for my dad.
Yeah. Like if I was still roofing, you were still concrete, and I feel like I would very confidently say internet.
Same. So we travel quite a bit, or at least I do.
Mm-hmm.
To have to drive everywhere would be tough, especially the long ones.
You can't say bread. You love
I
bread.
know that. That's what I'm saying. It's tough.
But I think if we didn't have airplanes, we'd have like faster trains.
That is true.
Yeah.
We'd find other ways to get there fast. Speed limits would be higher.
Mhm.
Shit like
Canals.
that. Yeah. Hell, say you couldn't get there by helicopter.
That's true. That is very true.
So I'll probably eliminate airplanes.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to eliminate as well.
same.
I mean,
It
bread is everywhere.
it would eliminate the elite saying catch planes, not feelings.
Yeah.
So
Catch flights, not feelings.
flights, fuck. Catch flights, not feelings.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking like at that point, like caramel rolls, cinnamon rolls, fucking Red Lobster buns,
Gone, dude.
Texas
Yeah,
Roadhouse,
it
Gone.
just would be tough. It would be really
Ugh.
tough.
Country Hearth 12 grain.
Mhm.
It's
The
all
other-
gone.
That shit is elite.
And if you guys don't think I'm not committed to the bread life, I went on my way home. My kid was throwing up the other day, and so I had to pick up some Pedialyte. If that was going to do anything for a baby, I don't know.
Helps them
hydration.
rehydrate after they.
So I picked up some Pedialyte, and I asked my wife what else she wanted, and she said that she wanted me to pick up a loaf of bread, like Italian bread, to eat with soup. And I was like, that's why we're married. So I walked out of that store with a thing of Pedialyte and a loaf of bread.
Hell yeah. Like the dude was like, this guy is hungover.
Yeah, like what's going on?
Yeah, he's like, oh, what do you got planned tonight? Just
Like
getting
5
supper.
5:30 p.m. and I'm still hungover.
I just
Um,
need something to soak up all the booze I had before I drove over here.
Yeah, if we didn't have bread too, like then there are no sourdough moms.
Yeah.
Like
I could
the
be
internet
positive.
is the internet is flooded with sourdough moms right now.
I also got a buddy, a guy who's a sourdough guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll get you a starter.
Oh, yeah,
Sourdough starter.
I can get one from him. I don't need
Oh,
yours.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
Fuck.
his is probably better.
Yeah, if there's no bread, like what would people with celiac disease talk about all the time?
Correct.
Seriously.
Or gluten-free people.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
They would have no identity.
yeah.
They'd just be tearing that away from them.
Waiters and waitresses would love it though, because you don't have to answer like, is there gluten in this?
Right.
Restaurants but we're talking. We have no Texas Roadhouse. We have no Red Lobster. We have no Olive Garden.
Panera.
We still have them.
Yeah.
They just take out the best parts of them.
No, but what I'm saying is they are nothing without their bread.
Yeah. I mean, you could argue the peanuts at Texas Roadhouse kind of fall into place there, but they don't. That's
No.
not good enough.
Doesn't stack up.
No.
What are they going to give us in replacement of the cinnamon biscuits?
It's just you can't replace the
Yeah.
joy of warm bread with butter on it. You can't replace that with anything.
No, everybody needs to know what it feels like to be completely full before your meal even gets there.
Correct.
Mhm.
You know?
Before your
What
meal
are you
is
gonna-
even 5 minutes
What are
from
you
your
gonna
table.
leave a restaurant like satisfied with the meal?
Are you gonna leave fucking gut stuffed? I'm taking the latter.
Herbs and gerbs.
Yeah, we got no guts.
Yeah, we got no guts. Herbs and Gerbs is out of business.
Correct. Think
Yeah,
of
they're
all the
doing
people.
unwitches left and right.
Yeah,
Lettuce wraps. Ugh.
yeah. Man, vegan community with
I don't know how to say this.
Also, I think bread is vegan.
Pretty sure.
is it really?
Yeah, yeah. I don't think the vegan community.
It's got nothing to do with like animals whatsoever.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jared.
I don't know how to say this. Don Puda catfish in a koi pond.
Okay.
Hashtag.
Done put a catfish in a koi pond.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
Yeah. I
These
got it.
old homeowners that we bought our last house from. Fucking koi pond.
Oh
out front.
yeah.
Catfish.
Oh, that's the thing. Okay.
I think that's the. I think
That's gotta be. That's gotta be the reference.
It's gotta be. It
It's deep. Hashtag stump miles.
was like a foot deep, but
It's still a pond.
Just let him read the question.
Hashtag stump miles. What is the capital of Cambodia?
Well, it's not where he
Ouch.
stays.
I
So.
don't ever go there.
ouch.
And we just like fly onto an airstrip right on the beach. So I don't even fly into the city either. Capital of Cambodia.
It's the Pearl of Asia. It's known as. It is the largest city in Cambodia. Tourism powerhouse, it says.
Oh, now I got it.
Oh, the pearl of Malaysia,
Of Asia.
of Asia.
I don't know it.
I don't know how to say this. Phnom Penh, I think.
I mean, how was I going to get that? It's in
You
a
weren't.
completely different language.
You weren't gonna get it. Yeah.
Stumped. I mean, I'm
Whoopsies.
just turning into Lieutenant Dan here.
You're
Getting
a,
stumped after stumped.
it's a logging business. Miles is just stumps right now.
One fun fact. Most early toilet paper was made from untreated wood pulp, and the manufacturing process wasn't refined enough to remove all the tiny wood fragments. The first widely available toilet paper in the U.S. came from Joseph Getty in the 1850s, but it was thick medicated sheets. By the late 1800s, companies like Scott Paper started rolling out actual toilet paper rolls, but the quality was still rough. It wasn't until Northern Tissue introduced splinter-free toilet paper in 1935. Before toilet paper, people used corn cobs, hay, moss, wool, shells, and even old newspapers.
So they were just getting splinters in their ass.
Dude,
How did the industry even survive? Who was buying that?
Also, did you say corn cobs
Yeah.
instead of husks?
I would assume the kernels were like,
But still, why not use the husk of the corn? It comes with its
Well,
own toilet paper.
but the
type.
corn cob with no kernels is actually pretty soft,
But
and you get
And it's perfectly shaped to go in the crevice.
it really is.
there's a lot of there's like probably 8 to 12 inches of real estate too to just. But it has to be fucking perpendicular. It has to be perpendicular with your cavity.
But I'm just saying, like,
If it's not, you got issues.
if I have to wipe with corn, I'm more likely to head straight to the husk than I
Or
am
your
the
cornhole.
cob.
Is that why they call it cornhole?
Cornholio.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you better make sure all kernels are off that thing.
We got a
Otherwise-
full spit take out of
Almost.
Got it,
I
Jared.
almost bursted everywhere over here.
Okay. Also, splinters in your beehole is something. Great band name, by the way.
It's like butthole surfers.
Yeah. That's got to be a top 5. One of the worst experiences you can have in the bathroom.
I wouldn't know.
I think you become more of a dabber than a swiper.
Than a wiper.
A swiper,
It's
yeah.
you're sponging it off almost.
Yeah.
Swiper, no swiping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You become more of a dabber,
Mhm.
I think.
I think
Even
that's
then, you
probably why bidets became popular. is all the
Probably.
splinters.
Yeah.
Mhm. Sounds
Yeah,
terrible.
honestly, I'd just probably unravel the hose, head outside, unravel the hose, and just
I'd just use my sock at that point.
My wool sock.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they used to use cloth diapers. Why can't you wipe ass with a sock and then just wash it?
It probably did.
Oh.
You know.
Hey, honey, I need you to help me get this splitter out of my ass crack again.
You called out from the bathroom. Honey, can you grab me some corn cobs? I'm all out.
Just handing you like 3 of them.
Yeah.
You guys are having corn on the cob that night. You're like, don't throw your cobs away.
We got to dry those out.
Stick them in the bathroom.
Take those husks though and toss them. We don't need those for wiping our ass.
Yeah, for like the longest time, they thought that corn was digested, and the stuff that came out was just from wiping.
From the cob. Yeah.
They didn't realize for the longest time that it wasn't actually digested correctly.
Yeah. It would rehydrate and then come out of
Yeah. It's so gross.
it's life, though. You know,
It's true.
life is gross.
It is.
Well, is that it, Jared?
That's it.
Well, guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of You Bet Your Radio podcast. May your cobs be corned, hold, and may your wife not shame you about making friends that you talk to someone for 10 minutes. They are your friend, and that's what we believe.
Mhm.
Cheers,
Wonderful.
guys. Cheers, Ryan.
Love you, Rob.
Translucent chapstick on my lips so bright. Rob's got the charm that lights up the night. When it runs circles round the boys in town. Smarter, faster, flipping lessons upside down. Rolling top potato chips in my hand. Cobs of corn dripping butter so grand. Free beer flowing in sweatpants we dance. Hockey jersey shining in the heat lamps glance. Tyler stuck behind that school bus again. Tapping the wheel, dreaming of the weekend. Peeves is in his eyes, but nowhere to go. Ducking the rules, laughing while he drives slow. Roller top potato chips in my hand. Cobs of corn dripping butter so grand. Free beer flowing in sweatpants, we dance. Hockey jersey shining in the heat lamps glance. Late night whispers and hometown pride. Under the stars where the world confides. This little life with all its quirks, twists and turns and laughter works. Rolling top potato chips in my hand. Cobs of corn dripping butter so grand. Free beer flowing, sweatpants we dance. Hockey jersey shining in the heat lamps glance. Late night lamps glance. Night whispers in hometown pride. Under the stars where the world confides. This little life with all its quirks, twists and turns and laughter works. Laughter works. Rolling top potato chips in my hand. Cobs of corn dripping butter so grand. Free beer flowing, sweatpants we dance. Hockey jersey shining in the heat lamps glance. Late night lamps glance.
Hashtag Stump Miles. Would you rather lose to
Hasn't he
Ryan?
already been stumped?
I have been stumped. But
We could stump someone more than once.
Okay.
Would you rather lose to Ryan in a game of one-on-one basketball or lose to Charlie in a game of golf?
Ooh. That's a good one.
so losing to Charlie golf would be very embarrassing. If I lose to Ryan in basketball, I'm more just angry than I am embarrassed.
Gotcha.
I think you should be both. Angry and
Why would you be
embarrassed.
embarrassed though?
Of you play, I didn't say that. Right, Tyler just did.
Embarrassed for losing to Charlie, angry losing to me.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay. Yep.
So it's basically, do I choose embarrassment or do I choose anger? I probably choose anger. At this point in my life, I pride myself much more in the golf game.
Yeah.
So
No.
I think I'd rather lose to Ryan.
No, I was saying that if you lose to Ryan, you should be angry and embarrassed.
I know,
because you've talked
and
a
I'm not-
lot of shit about his basketball game. So you should be embarrassed and angry.
But even if he beats me now, it's like he doesn't have a time machine. He can't take me back to my prime. It's like whoop-de-doo, you beat an old man at basketball.
They're
You know?
the same age though. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, whoop-de-doo.
You want a
Yeah. I don't even.
trophy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. If it was, yeah, I'd rather lose to Ryan in basketball than Charlie in golf. Losing to Charlie in golf would be, I think I'd have to have a brain aneurysm.
he is really bad.
God,
He's like, yeah, it's not even like I say that and then like we were to play and then I would actually be in danger of losing to him. I could have the worst round of my life. I still would beat Charlie.
I also think I'm probably better at basketball right now than Charlie. is at
Correct.
golf
Yeah.
Right
That's
now.
what I mean.
Yeah. And basketball is like golf is a solo sport. Like it's purely how if you play good, you're gonna win that match 100 out of 100 times. Even if you play below average, 100 out of 100. But like,
yeah,
I
like
could just,
if we have in the basketball game, if we have a little Giants situation where I'm Spike and he's the annexation of Puerto Rico and they happen to win 1 out of 100, I could sleep at night, I think.
So if you guys were to
Be
play
pissed off.
one-on-one right now, who would win?
I think I would win, to be honest.
I think I would win.
Oh, here we go.
I just think in terms of speed and quickness, I think I just have the extra step.
Yeah, but you're forgetting about brute force
and heart.
and heart and grit. Like you're not competing with me in the low block. All I have to do is back you down. I got enough moves.
I think I'd probably pick it from you before you got to the
You just
low block,
wouldn't.
though.
You just wouldn't though. I am in full control of my elbows. I chalk those babies up. I'd like to see you go for a pit pocket and catch one of these right to the jaw.
That'd be offensive,
Wow.
though.
No, not if
Yeah,
I'm just
offensive.
standing like this and you run into it.
Well, no, that wouldn't be the case. That is straight up defense until I took an elbow to the jaw. Offensive.
I think it actually would be very competitive.
No, I agree.
What it'll come down to is who can make more 3-pointers.
Correct.
That's going to be a huge portion of it. And I probably am more confident in Ryan's 3-point game than my own 3-point game. But in terms of getting to the basket, without a shadow of a doubt, I have the upper hand. I'm like LeBron in his prime in the paint. Playing you. Not like in the NBA, but like playing you, like you're just not stopping LeBron from getting into the paint. Now, honestly, I compare a lot of my games to LeBron James. Just because like
That's my
3-pointers
archetype.
kind of spotty, you know? Some days it's on, some days it's not.
So is Ryan Steve
But I'm
Nash?
always getting to the rim.
You're left-handed LeBron.
Mm-hmm. With a lot more hair.
I would say I'm probably more like a Paul Pierce, Ray Allen mix, like 09 Celtics.
I was just saying because you look like
That's-
Steve Nash.
That's the
Really?
yeah. That's the weirdest mixture because they're nothing alike.
But I can. No, well that's what I'm saying. You get the best of both players. Like I can shoot the
Okay,
three.
well then I would compare my game to LeBron, Kobe, and Michael if you just like if they had a baby.
Yeah, but
If we're
Paul
gonna
Pier-
do that.
Paul Pierce, Ray Allen are not even close to the best players of all time.
I'm a mix
Right?
between Shaq and Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah, there you go. Fucking Yao
The most
Ming,
average height ever.
Yeah.
fucking Yao Ming and Stephon Marbury is probably my game.
I would say I'm a mixture of like AI and Greg Oden.
That'd be a lethal combo.
Yeah, but Greg Oden,
Ohio
Ohio State,
State,
Oden, not
before his
Portland
knees,
Trailblazers. Yeah.
But
there's
yeah.
a difference there.
Big
So it would be who do you think's winning between prime LeBron and a mixture of Ray Allen and Paul Pierce?
Yeah. I mean, the 09 Celtics did win.
They did.
They did win the.
They also had Kevin Garnett. Just saying.
If you like had both their powers combined, so it doubles, then it maybe beat LeBron. But if it's just a mix between the two,
Yeah, I mean, you do have Ray Allen. You could have more 3-pointers. So you're gonna make me
2-pointers in this situation.
Sorry, yeah,
2
2-pointers.
pointers. Yeah,
You're gonna make me have to defend more of the court.
correct. Yeah, and if I could spread the court, it's probably looking like a 11-8 scenario, maybe 12-10,
I think it would be best of 3 games to 11.
back to back to back.
Yeah,
I'm for sure
best
winning.
2 out of 3.
If I lose, if I lose the first, I'm winning the latter two.
I think you're underestimating my fitness level these days.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I think, this is obviously, we're not going to have the Kindred bet next year. We have to do this now.
Yeah, of
The-
course.
we can't like, just tease the patrons like this and then not do it.
We'll find a court
Anytime, anywhere.
anytime, anywhere. Anyone.
We could do it at my lake.
Perfect.
That would work.
He's at home court advantage, though. That's the thing.
That's a good point.
Okay.
No, it's not my home anymore. I'm next door. It's whoa, hey, don't act like
Okay. How about
if you're playing ball at the lake, though, where are you playing at?
in the street.
No, we'll do this. We'll make it a 3-game series. You each get to pick a location, and then the third location, if need be,
Patrons choose.
Jared and I. Yeah, Jared and I will pick a neutral site.
Where are you picking for your location?
I mean, the fucking Viking ship, of course.
You're gonna get into the Kindred
The
High
gym.
School.
What do you think? The fucking
I pay
Viking ship.
taxes.
They gotta give me a key.
I mean, if it's anything like where we go pheasant on anyone, and I'm just waiting for my key to the gym. The town that we go pheasant on in, everyone has a key to the gym.
Everyone in town has
That's
a key to the
sick.
gym, but no one will let us in to play
Yeah.
basketball.
God,
Uh,
that's sick. That's underrated.
so yeah, fighting
Okay.
ship. My keys got.
And if he can't, is it a forfeit if he can't get us into the gym?
well, I'll just pick it. I'll just pick it.
No.
Yeah, we'll just he'll pick a different.
He got-
sport.
yeah,
Sounds
I'm trying to get any fucking
Yeah.
angle I can. Yeah, I mean, I'll let my game do the talking as I usually do.
I think Jared should ref. I don't know the rules.
I think it's calling out fouls.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's a dice.
I don't want to
That's
be a ref.
I know, but that's a dicey situation.
Dicey situation for who? You gonna call fouls?
No, I'm saying you're gonna call fouls if you get down.
No, you've never seen me play basketball.
Yes, I have. We used to play
Not
against
in the
each other.
fucking streets. I'm not calling a fucking foul at all.
Are you going to be committing them?
Yeah, we'll see.
I'll play. I will dance with whatever song you play.
I'll find.
I'll
a
let my
way.
game do the talk.
But you're still talking.
Oh.
I'll get a location.
It's just gonna be. I really think it's gonna be a live and die by the 3-pointer for Ryan. If he ends up winning, it's because he'll hit more 3-pointers than me.
Do you have a 3-point line? At your lake?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
It's cut into the concrete,
Okay, I couldn't remember.
so we can't even move it. Can't even fib that. It's in the concrete.
Is it
Re-
regulation?
Oh god, yeah. High school though.
That's fine. That's fine.
What mic you guys up to?
Well, then that's a whole other element I have to take into effect.
Nah,
I got a fucking mic flopping around. You got to shotgun this.
I'll rig a shotgun up onto the hoop.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll throw.
Yeah, we need net noises like the NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the little lav.
snap a lob. to
That's
the
what it's
net.
gonna sound like every time I'm on offense. Is it make it take it or no?
No,
Make it take it makes the game go much faster. I feel like.
it does. Yeah,
We don't want that. We want suspense.
yeah. I think whoever wins too, that the other person should get to cut the net down.
So when I win, at,
So if I win at
if
your
I
le-
win at when I win in the Kindred gym,
Oh, that's
you want me
that's
cutting
such a
the
bad
nets
look.
down?
I mean, if that's part of the deal.
oh.
We'll have replacement nets ready.
We didn't even tell we're cutting the net down.
They just come the next day. It's just the net's gone.
No, Miles just brings the scissors, but I like the court that we're actually playing as chain nets.
I bring a grinder.
Get an
My
angle
sawzall.
grinder in there.
Yeah, I might try and pick one with a chain net.
It's fine.
That is a cool
I literally
sound.
used to do basketball practice at the Dyke West. You think I'm joking? I'm
no,
not.
it's just
I trained on those hard rims.
that's great. I bet. Yeah, you train hard.
Oh.
So when are we doing this? Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna come in?
Yeah, we should.
I'm down.
We call it the summer series. We'll do one in June, one in July, one in August.
Sorry, I like that.
That's so drawn out.
Yeah, it's 3 months.
For an 11-point game.
All right, that's fine. God, it's so much time to think about a game though. Like if you lose the first round, to wait a whole month.
It does kind of add another fun element into it.
Yeah, I like it. I think it gives you guys time we can do press conferences in between on Patreon.
Mm-hmm. You have your own uniforms?
Yeah.
So now I gotta start fucking running. God damn it.
It's full court too.
Guys, if you want more You Betcha Radio, you got to check out our Patreon. You got to go to patreon.com/You Betcha Radio or look us up on the app. And we have hundreds of hours of other episodes on there that you can't get unless you're signed up. So you got to check us out on Patreon. You Betcha Radio, baby.